Well, today I'm going to be telling you how you can still pick up your chickens safely even during this Salmonella outbreak. And I will get to that in just a second, and I'll put a little timestamp below so you can just skip to it if you want, but I had to show you some of the beauty that's happening in the garden right now. So of course we have the chickens scratching over there. That is my little wildflower patch, but I'm guessing I'm probably not going to get a whole lot of wildflowers, but that's totally fine. Over in the row garden, everything is just booming. These tomatoes are trellising really well. There's lots of blooms on the tomatoes, soon to be little tomato plants. And the potatoes are just totally jamming. They've gotten so tall, looking so good. And they're starting to bloom as well. Now, potatoes produce a little green fruit off of their buds, which is actually poisonous. So that's not what you eat. You want to dig up potatoes and harvest their roots. Obviously, that's the part of the potato that you eat. And I actually dug one up just a second ago, and I'll show you over there with my little harvest that I have going on. These chickens like to get right under my feet. Okay, ooh, she just got a worm. That's very exciting. I hope I can kind of capture behind the camera just like the beauty that is the garden right now. Like everything is so lush. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. All the carrots are doing great. Brussels sprouts. Wow, they've like really dug a hole right here. I'm sure they're getting lots of good worms. The lettuce is about to bolt, which means like kind of flower. So I really got to pick all that as soon as possible and try to eat it. But a lot of the onions are starting to do really well, really starting to bulb up. I've already got a couple peppers that have fruited. Like check out this guy right here, little cayenne pepper. Squashes are booming, check that guy out. This beet is a beet that I'm letting go to seed, but it's starting to get little seed pods on it, which is awesome. We'll be harvesting soon. A lot of these onions are almost ready to come out. If you take a look, like they're getting just huge. Gonna be coming out very soon, as well as a lot of these. And I can plant more summertime things in here. The fennel is doing great. Herbs are popping. This bed I just replanted some squash. There were some cabbages here that had to come out, and replanted some squash there. Doing awesome. Over here, lettuces just popping. They love this shady spot. So these I'll get to harvest off of for a little bit longer. I've also got snap peas over here. They like a little more shade. They're doing great. Everything is just popping. It's so great. Just planted that rosemary. It's looking good. I've even got a couple baby strawberries in my strawberry patch. Lots of wild birds flying around. That was a baby robin. And over here, I've got my little garlic harvest. So I planted these garlics like super late. Like I planted them a couple months ago. So I'm still really happy. Like this one's actually pretty big. Super happy with these because they just like weren't done right, but still turned out. This is what my potatoes are looking like right now. Really cute. I mean, these would be really delicious to make. Sometimes I love these really small potatoes. But I'm gonna wait a little bit more so I can get some larger potatoes. And I pulled one onion, and that's what those are looking like right now. Looking awesome. I'm gonna cook that tonight. And there's still a couple transplants over here. They're starting to do poorly, but I'm waiting to put them in. I've got lots of wildflowers. Like check these out. I think these are so pretty. There's another really big one over here. And the chickens are probably eating up my other wildflowers that I planted, but what can you do? Like check these out. Oh my goodness. It's just so gorgeous right now when the sun's going down. It's been really hot recently. Lots of birds. They're getting closer and closer to me. They're getting more and more comfortable, I'd like to think. And yeah, just beauty. There's a baby bunny living like within the potatoes, which is good. I'd much rather have a baby bunny than a snake, so I'm happy to see that. And he's probably eating some potatoes, but you know, what can you do? Oh, I actually see him right now. He's actually doing some weeding for me, so that's totally cool. For me. Probably like heaven for him. Hide in those big potatoes and eat the weeds. Awesome. So cute. There he goes. All right, so now about how to keep yourself from getting salmonella during the Salmonella outbreak. So from the CDC's website, what it says is to make sure that you're not kissing your chickens, like your face should not be touching the chickens, which means both if you pick them up, you need to wash your hands before you touch your face. I actually just touched my chickens, so I'm not gonna touch my face. But obviously the idea is you don't wanna transfer the bacteria to your mouth, and that will keep you from getting sick. So it's still perfectly okay to pick up your chickens if you need to, which I need to do because they're getting all up in my flowers right now, and so I'm gonna have to carry them back to their coop in a little bit here, but it's still perfectly fine to pick up your chickens, which I know is something that we all need to do pretty frequently. So just make sure that you're not touching your face after you do that. Same thing goes after you gather your eggs up. Once you put those into whatever container and put them into your egg carton, make sure you're washing your hands. I also read that you need to make sure that you're washing your eggs right now, particularly with warm water, not cold water, because cold water can help spread the bacteria around, whereas really warm water will help to kill the bacteria off. So those are a couple of things from the CDC's website. And then just kind of on a more personal note of some things that you can do to keep your chickens healthy. One of them is keep moving them. So my chickens are never in the same spot for more than a day. And that means they're always moving away from their old poop, which is really good for keeping chickens healthy. If you don't have a mobile chicken coop, what you can do is make sure you're refreshing their bedding really frequently right now to try and keep them as healthy as possible. And of course you want them to be getting fresh greens, bugs, etc. So I'm giving my chickens a little bit more extra time outside of their coop than normal right now, so they're getting access to the whole yard, including the garden, unfortunately, to get nice fresh greens, nice fresh bugs, making sure they're as healthy as possible. Another thing you can do as a preventative is put some apple cider vinegar into your water that the chickens are drinking. Doesn't need a lot, just like a couple tablespoons, 2 or 3 per gallon. That will help keep your chickens healthy as well. So there's a couple things that I do kind of more on the preventative side to keep my chickens from getting sick. And then I'm still going to, of course, follow the CDC guidelines about not touching my face, not kissing the chickens, which I don't think I've ever kissed the chickens. I'm a crazy chicken lady, but I'm not quite that crazy of a crazy chicken lady. The way that the disease was gonna get to your backyard birds, because I was first like, well, I have 4 chickens, they're perfectly healthy, how are they gonna get sick? The way that it travels is through wild birds. And we do have a lot of wild birds around here, as you have seen. And so wild bird picks it up somewhere, probably a big chicken farm with thousands of chickens on it. Some of them are sick. Picks up the disease there, comes over to your yard and poops, and then the chickens get into that mess. And so another thing that I have going on right now too is I have a tarp over the top of my chicken run, which keeps bird poop that are not my chickens poop out of the area, as well. It gives us some really nice shade right now because we've had like 90-degree days and we are just like praying for rain. It's been such a drought. So those are the things that you can do to prevent yourself from getting sick, to prevent your birds from getting sick, straight from the CDC's website. I encourage you to go check it out and read it for yourself. But I know I posted a video last week about how to make your chickens super cuddly, and I was like, oh, interesting timing, because the CDC just out saying don't cuddle your chickens. So I hope this video helps clear up some things you can do to stay safe out there, keep your hens and yourself and your family happy and healthy. If you enjoyed this video and the information that I had for you today, please give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below if you like more gardening, chickens, and houseplant content. Make sure that you're subscribed because next week is a really important video that I'm really excited to share with you guys. All right, bye.